Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Travis.
He's our feedback. Thank you guys for joining us for Better Late Than Never.
If you've been following us, you know that we are doing summer blockbusters.
Of the 80s and the 90s, we've done 2 Will Smiths. That was 2. Back to back. But now we are going to do a third one, and it probably won't be Wild Wild West.
Well...
Let us know.
This particular movie was the second highest grossing movie of 1995, right behind Toy Story.
5, 6, 7, man, it was like all in a chunk of amazing films that came out during the summer blockbuster.
Right behind, this made $336 million, so right behind 1995.
Are we doing like animated movies as this well, depending
whatever
if it's a
was in the
blockbuster?
summer and it made the most.
Yeah. I don't remember. Oh, God, Lion King came out in 95 as well. And I remember seeing it, and I remember if it was in just summer, so I'm going to say that it was The Lion King.
I saw it like 3 times in the theaters, and I just remember people packed to the gills in that auditorium when it came out. So
you guys are guessing Lion King.
Yeah.
Well, she's guessing. I'm jumping on her bandwagon because she's really into the movie dates, and I have no clue.
I thought Lion King was a different year, but maybe I'm wrong. You're probably right.
No, possibly,
but I think you're going to see this and go, oh shit.
That's right. That's how I felt with Men in Black. So, Travis, what do you have in store?
Why don't we just take a look?
Okay. Let's do it.
There we go.
Oh, it's not Lion
WB,
King.
huh?
Oh, God damn it.
If you watched our last one.
In an uncertain world, in a chaotic time, justice wears a mask.
Love that Batmobile.
Look at Val.
Love that Val.
George Clooney.
Okay, drive through.
I'm just kidding.
They're gonna put it in there? So campy.
Batman.
Yours was better.
His was better. Love is a game.
Dr. Chase Meridian. He still has the old symbol, too.
Chicks love the car. Power is a machine. Now you've devised a way to read.
And now your head's on the box.
By the way, I've seen your mind.
Freak!
And revenge is a trap. You're doing this.
Stop.
To make a pretty lethal combination.
They hated each other.
Let me be a partner. Who's your tailor?
And they even used the music
Let's meet our contestant.
from the first 2 Batman movies.
Going down. If the back wants to play, we'll play.
Fortune smiles, another day of wine and roses.
Was that over the top?
I could never tell.
Don't work too late.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun,
I'm just in
dun.
awe of this right now. Oh my gosh.
The light, it gets brighter when he kisses her.
The real
Game begins.
You sunk my battleship.
B9, and my favorite vitamin, I might add. Or B12.
courage now. Truth.
Oh, classic
always.
run.
Run with the symbol in the back.
Yeah.
Forever.
And that is the hook and the bait. Of course, U2, Offspring, Seal. Okay.
Gotham City.
That was Batman and Robin, wasn't it? Yeah, because this was Kiss from a Rose. Yeah, dude. Okay.
I'm so sorry I mixed up my Seal songs.
No, you mix up your Schumacher Batman. The bait and switch really did come with these films, and they added that Danny Elfman score, and it was supposed to be a continuation from Batman Returns, but it didn't go that way. It was Joel Schumacher trying to make a reimagining of Batman with Tim Burton as a producer, and it just went a whole different way. Over the top, I can never tell, campy, and it just was not something that spanned the test of time, but everybody went to go watch this
And
movie.
they still love it and still talk about it. I like it. I like this movie.
I like this. Yeah, this movie is. If I know, like when you saw this movie and it came out, you're just like, but that's not Batman Returns. That's not like
No,
where's Michael Keaton?
I disagree.
Like this isn't my Batman. But as soon as Batman and Robin came out, you're like, okay,
Too much.
You're like, I liked Forever a little bit more than Batman.
I
and
was
Robin.
younger when this movie came out. I loved this movie. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love
I was
everyone
like,
else, but I love Batman Forever.
I loved Batman as a character when I was little and stuff. So when I watched these movies, I was like, cool. Like, I don't know. I was more so like, because the animated series was happening at the same time
Yeah.
too, that I was more so that. And then this was just kind of a movie that was out there that was Batman.
Well, there's a lot of politics behind this movie when it was being made.
Of course.
So it was.
They wanted the money. It came down to the over the top. It came down to Jim Carrey's so hot right now. We got to get Jim Carrey into
so
this.
hot.
And don't get me wrong, Jim Carrey, I think at the time cast as the Riddler, perfect
At the time,
casting as the Riddler. But it was just the style in which the film was shot
Right.
that just did not work for
You
everybody.
actually bring up a very interesting point as far as casting goes,
Mm-hmm.
because you're right. This movie, Batman Forever, Jim Carrey for the time in the 90s being who he was then,
Right.
was a perfect person to play the Riddler.
Right.
Granted, with people now, like younger people who never grew up with Jim Carrey back
Right.
then, they'd be like, he's not the Riddler. Like, this doesn't make sense at all. So
Yeah.
it's just interesting to think, like, who would you cast in this movie if this movie was going to come out now?
It would be, what's his name,
Well-
that got cast as Lex Luthor.
No, I mean,
Jesse
Yeah,
Eisenberg. That would be who I'd cast as the
we're
Riddler.
talking about now. You have the show Gotham, and their casting of the Riddler is beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. He is
It's
perfect
just like,
as a Riddler.
yeah, like the environment that he was in and the
Time.
world and the time that it was coming out for sure. Now, if they were to come out with a version of this movie, you
Oh,
wouldn't
it'd be
think
way
Jim
different.
Carrey, you wouldn't think Tommy Lee Jones.
This movie
as-
wouldn't be as cartoonish.
And that was the crazy thing, too, is that they did cast, of course, we had Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent in the first film. And then they recast him in Batman Returns, not Harvey, or at least not Billy D.
Right.
Williams. But then in the third one, they went for this, completely different...
Somebody known, like
He
Tommy
was
Lee
white.
Jones.
Let's just talk about it. He went from a black guy to a white guy.
Yeah.
And if you're going to change worlds, that's fine. But they kept Michael Gough and you kept
Yeah.
Pat Hingle as Alfred and you kept him as Commissioner Gordon,
Yeah.
which I love that they kept that threading between them. But at the same time, that's a huge jump.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, there were times where I'm like, I don't agree as Tommy Lee Jones, even though a few of the quotes that I say
Right,
is,
but I also
is
think
Tommy
that
Lee Jones
when they
quotes.
did that at the time, even though I don't know why they wouldn't just use Billy D. Williams, because they'd be like, oh, it's Lando, why wouldn't they use him? But I think because, again, coming to the time in the 90s, Tommy Lee Jones was really hot at the time too
Yeah.
with The Fugitive.
It's
So
true,
they
yeah.
they were like, you know what, I
Yeah.
think we're going to have to bring somebody who
Under
is
Siege,
known.
Fugitive, U.S. Marshals.
Yeah.
All three of them. Loved them.
I don't
And
care.
he even got the Oscar around that time, too. So
I didn't ask the question. Would you see this movie based upon this trailer?
yes, and it's
Yes,
because
because it was Batman.
It was Batman. And,
And-
the rope-a-dope with the Danny Elfman music,
Yeah,
which was
I was
not
gonna
the
say
case when
because
you watched it.
because of the music. Like I was like, oh, Danny Elfman, and then of course it's Batman.
And I forgot the guy who did the music for Batman Forever. That's how forgettable it is. But he also did the music, I believe, for Under Siege. And if you
Yeah.
actually... No, I'm sorry. Demolition Man. If you take the music for Demolition Man, it's almost like iconic and word for word
I
the
gotta listen to
same
it.
of Batman Forever. I swear to you, they are the same tracks from Demolition Man
Well,
to Batman Forever.
Knowing your reviews on this movie, how do you feel about Val Kilmer being Batman?
Perfect question. Love him.
Okay.
Val Kilmer. Love Val
I
Kilmer.
will say I don't like him as Batman. I do like him as Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
That's an interesting take on it.
No, that's interesting because Christian Bale, I
love Christian Bale as both.
Bruce. For me, it was like I
Okay.
didn't like him as Batman, but I liked him as Bruce Wayne as well.
You're right. You like him a little bit more
Yeah.
as Bruce Wayne than you
But
did.
I grew to love him as the Christopher Nolan Batman as well.
I know we've talked about this before. The show Life's Too Short. Val Kilmer was on it.
I love George Clooney.
I love that show. If you guys haven't seen it, I've said it before, so watch it. Life's Too Short with Warwick Davis. Val Kilmer makes an appearance. When we did the Willow one, I talked about it.
Because they're trying to make
It
Willow.
talks about,
But of course, he does a little
who's here? Who's here to see you? It's Batman. George Clooney?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale?
George,
Michael Keaton.
George.
Everybody except Val
I
Kilmer.
love George Clooney.
Even Ed Begley Jr. makes a
I will
cameo
say
in
this
that one.
though, he does make a better Batman than
George
George
Clooney.
Clooney.
Yeah, 100%. That was when they really ran with the campiness.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I enjoy.
And nothing to George Clooney himself. It was just more so like the environment that movie was
Right.
in.
And I even like the YouTube.
I never leave
I don't
without
like YouTube very much. Like, I don't recreationally listen to YouTube. But the "Hold Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, Thrill Me" song that they did on the soundtrack, great. And there was also another song that they played during the Riddlers when he goes home. Like, that song was great to the point where I still listen every once in a while. I'm like, what was that Riddler song again from Batman Forever? I like that song, but
As I pulled the plug on Lady Freeze.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
it's a
a
whole
debatable
different
movie.
thing.
A lot of people love it. A lot of people
I know.
hate it. Everyone has different feelings of this movie.
Sure.
What do you
It's
guys
just
think?
like now. Okay, sorry, I have to go.
No.
But it's just now you can't
Cut
like.
me off.
go. She ain't let go. She ain't let go.
I can't let go of Batman and Robin because once you have Batman Forever, then you start thinking about how silly Batman and Robin is.
Almost has the same story beats and tropes though as
Yeah,
Batman
that's
Forever.
very
So,
true.
but either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction to the trailer for Batman Forever. It popped up. It was a huge summer blockbuster. So, what did you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And you can do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and you can tell us all about how we went from 2 Will Smith movies and combined it with a cross of Tommy Lee Jones and 2 Tommy Lee Jones movies.
Brilliant! This man, the way he's organizing them, I can't believe it. But it wasn't even him or us. It was you guys, the freaking consumer. From 95, 96, 97, 98, whatever it was. But thank you guys so much. And as all, oh wait, we have merch now available on our
We need to
Spreadshirt.
plug.
We have to plug. Check out our merch available on the Spreadshout. Comments down below. Spreadshout. Either way, thank you guys so much, and as always,
Now it's time to say goodbye.
thank you, and this party is over.